With so many injuries last season, Jaren Jackson Jr. proved he could be the guy and carry the offensive load, despite being tabbed as more of a defensive star. But with other stars mostly back in the mix this season, Jaren's proving that last season was no fluke. Monday night was a perfect example of the offensive nightmare Jaren Jackson Jr. has become. With no Ja Morant and no Desmond Bane against the Mavericks, it was the Jaren show. 35 points, a career-high 13 rebounds, 4 steals, and a block. A Beale Street Blue monster on both ends.
I feel like I'm just letting it come to me. If you start forcing it at any point with any lineup, it just won't go as well. You won't have as much success, so I'll just let the game come to me.
Jackson may not be forcing it, but the Grizzlies surely are. Taylor Jenkins wants Jackson to have the ball in his hands any way he can get it to him.
You know, you give him any ounce of space, you know, we want to put him in those spots, whether it's create out in transition, create on a swing, create it off of a pick and roll, whatever it is, to have another guy that, you know, throughout the game, end of game, that I can lean into just based off what I'm seeing from the defense. I've got full faith that he's going to score, and he's also going to get the free throw line, and, you know, his playmaking has really, you know, improved a lot in the last, you know, 12+ months.
Jackson's putting up some of the best numbers of his career, 22 points a game, 6.4 rebounds, and still dominating defensively. Offensively, he's even better than last season, when there was no other option because of injuries. But Jackson is proving that even with a superstar like Ja Morant mostly back in the lineup, the block panther on the defensive end can still be just as much an offensive alpha as his guard counterpart. The two All-Stars averaging the same amount of points in games where they both are on the floor, with Jackson actually being the more efficient scorer.
Yeah, I think it freezes all up. You know, he's damn near unstoppable, so everyone has to kind of double team him and shift him. And with our offense, everyone's moving around him, just making it easy for him to see everyone as well, just giving him space to work. So when he's able to score like that, it just opens it up for all of us.
He definitely is continuing to work on that when teams double him and throw crazy stuff at him. So we've seen a lot of progress out of it, and we need to keep feeding him down low, and we trust that he's going to continue to make the right plays.
And for Jackson, having the ball in his hands this season is like being on the blacktop all those years ago as a kid in Indiana.
Yeah, I mean, you count down 3, 2, 1 in your backyard all the time. You always have the ball in your backyard, even though there's no one to pass to, there's no one to take the ball from you. So, yeah, it's just, I guess the kid in me is excited.
Jaren was 10th in the first returns of All-Star voting for front court players in the West, so he may need the coaches' vote to make the All-Star game this year, but the way he's playing, a second trip to All-Star weekend may be in order.